If you enjoy drugstore makeup reviews, new makeup try-ons, affordable beauty finds, and honest wear tests, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel so you can be notified when I upload my weekly videos. So I'm just gonna get started, guys. Hello, my precious jewels. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's Julie, and if you like makeup tutorials, makeup hauls, makeup reviews, first impressions, and all things beauty, then you come to the right channel. In today's video, I'm doing a trying new affordable makeup video. What's really worth your money? Now, we all know that affordable / drugstore makeup used to be inexpensive, but now it's getting a little pricey. So I'm here to tell you today, all of these products that have been going viral and people have been just supposedly loving, I'm going to tell you the harsh truth on what's really worth your money. I have two of the new e.l.f. Glow Reviver Stick Lip Oil in shades Truffle Maker and Love Slick. I have Milani Baked Blushes in Dulce Pink, Luminoso, which was like a big deal back in the days, and I want to say like I have the original Luminoso. I have two of the bronzers. I have the shades Capri Copper and the shade Sicilian Sunset. So these are the Milani. Did I say Milani? I hope I did. Milani bronzers. I also have two new shades of the NYX Make 'em Wonder Soft Matte Foundation. I have shade 35 Soft Mocha and shade 36 Warm Rich. And I think that one of these are my perfect shade, guys. I also have the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Concealer. I meant to pick up two of them, but I only picked up one. Hopefully this one is light enough and it gives us the coverage that we need. And then I'm going to go out and buy another shade if it's worth the money. Plus we have some other products that we've been testing, and I just want to let you know what my thoughts are on those products. Hopefully this is something you guys are interested in seeing, and you will stay tuned for the video. If you love a trying new makeup video, please give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you have the hype button on your YouTube page and you can hype the video, I would love that. And I'm just gonna get started, guys. I don't have any new eyeshadow palettes, but I am gonna do a look today, and I'm gonna use this Morphe Electric Current eyeshadow palette. This one, it's gonna be a simple look, but I was thinking about Valentine's Day coming and just doing like a pretty pinky kind of purple look, and I think that it will actually go with the blushes and all of the stuff that we have. So yeah, so this is what the palette is looking like. This was one of the viral NYX palettes over the summer. I'm excited to play with it again because it's been a minute since I've actually touched it. I'm going to take this shade right here, and I think that they do actually have names, which they do. Here go my allergies as soon as I start. I'm just gonna set the lid with this peachy tone right here. I used the P. Louise base today on my lids, so I definitely see a lot of pigment using that P. Louise base. I'm gonna take it up into the socket of the eye just to set that lid. The shade is such a pretty like peachy pink shade. Really pretty. Okay, so this brush was a Jaclyn Hill and Morphe JH22 brush that I used for the pinky peachy color, and I'm going to use this Sigma E35 tapered blending brush for the next shade, which I'm going to take this pink shade right here, which is called Grape. Nope, that's not it. Okay, so that shade that I used was called Peach Pop, and this one is called Tart Stopping that I'm getting ready to use now. So I'm just going to take this here. I really like the way these shades are showing up. Now these shades were very pigmented anyway. I really had enjoyed this palette over summer when it came out. So I don't necessarily know if it's the P. Louise base that's giving this pigment, but I like it. That shade is actually pretty gorgeous. Now I know that this is not new, but when I do a makeup look or when I'm testing out makeup, I feel like you can't get the full effect if I don't have like a full look on, and I don't have a new eyeshadow palette. So these palettes are still in the store. They're still very popular. So this may just make you say, you know what? I want to pick this up. This is perfect for Valentine's Day. Now I have super hooded eyes, but I also have a big eye space at the top. That comes from me actually shaving my brows, because my brows used to be super thick. I'm gonna just take this brush that we had the peachy shade on and just blend. I used to have super thick brows, and now I have hardly any brows. So they used to be, you know, further down And I didn't have that much lid space back in the days, but yeah, that's what we got going on now. I'm gonna take this same brush and I'm gonna go into this deep pink shade right here and just see if we can get a little more zep, a little bit more of that pink. I'm gonna tell you that shade. I like being able to use the same shade and kind of blend the colors, but still get, like I can go in here and just brighten this up a little bit. You know, just like blend it. And yeah, I like that. So we're gonna take a sparkly pink, which is this one, and we're gonna put this on the lid. Tap it on. I think it has more of a pinky, purpley kind of look. It's a gorgeous shade though. It really is a gorgeous shade. That shade is called So Juicy. We have a little bit of fallout. I think it's more my fault than the shadow because of these nails. So I have my skincare on for the most part. I want to put this on. This is the e.l.f. Thirst Burst Drops. I have the e.l.f. Triple Bounce Serum on. And I also have the Bioma Snail Mucin. And we're going to put this on. Oh, and I put the barrier cream on from e.l.f. This. Where is it? This Holy Hydration Sensitive Skin Barrier Goals Cream. I put that on. It restores and calms the skin. It has colloidal oatmeal and something called Cica. They're supposed to help soothe the skin barrier and heal it. I need anything that I can get for my forehead. My forehead gets so dry. While we let that sit, I'm just gonna put a little bit of this Wet n Wild Impossible Primer. Okay, so no, it did not dry out. It's such a solid product that's supposed to fill in the pores that you have to, I guess I had it a minute, but once it gets on the skin, see that? It kind of does what it needs to do. I'm gonna put some here because those are my areas that I need it. Now it feels like nothing going on the skin. I really like this. I forgot all about it then. Somebody I was watching the other day was using it and I was like, I have that. And it did work. So that's what we are using for our primer today. It already gave a nice plumpness to the cheeks, if you see that. I'm gonna use some of this eye cream from Glow Recipe just to put a little moisture back under the eyes because I wiped whatever I had under my eyes off and we want the under eyes to be smooth. I'm gonna swatch these two foundations and see which one I think is the closest, but to me, both of them are actually really, really good. So this one is 36 Warm Rich. This one is 35 Soft Mocha, and I'm going to show you the one that I first tried, which is this one, 37 Rich Deep. So that's the three shades, 37, 35, and 36. So I'm going to blend them out. This one has more of an olivey tone, and then we have this one. So that's what the three of them look like, 37, 35, and 36. I'm going to keep blending them so you can see how they blend in. Okay, so again, here we have 37, 35, and 36. And looking at them, this one is definitely too red. This one has more of my undertones in it, and so does this one. I think this middle one, which is 35, is the one that we should try. I think that is actually going to be my perfect match. And I know it looks a little weird looking at my face and looking at the foundations, but looking at this, giving it a little time to dry down, I really think I like the middle one, which is 36. So that's the one we're going to try. 36 Rich Warm. When I tell you this is a gorgeous foundation, so it's called the NYX Professional Makeup Make 'em Wonder Soft Matte Buildable Foundation. It comes in 45 shades, guys. Like, what other affordable makeup brand do you know that comes in 45 shades? And I like the fact that the shade range is actually pretty, like, continuous. Like, it doesn't just jump. It really kind of flows, so I like that. When you have that many shades, like, you can do that. It's the Make 'em Wonder foundation. It provides up to 24 hours soft matte buildable coverage that covers everything but feels like nothing, and it's true. I reviewed this already on the channel, but this is for my new viewers that this is your first time watching me. I already said that about this foundation. I love this foundation. It's so beautiful on the skin. The only issue was that the shade was a little too warm for me. They don't have these in the store yet, or they didn't have it at the time that I selected my shade. It looks like real skin, just smoother, more even, and brighter. It's infused with vitamin C that's known for its brightening power. It's a buildable formula that you can go from a natural everyday look to a full glam look. We're gonna see what kind of look we're gonna get today. Also supposed to feel weightless on the skin. It's fade and transfer proof, sweat resistant, waterproof, and provides all-day shine control. So it doesn't really have a smell. It feels like nothing going on the skin. So it's very lightweight like they say it is. I think this shade, guys, is my perfect shade. I really think it is. So look at this hyperpigmentation. I'm going to show you how it covers. You see that? And that's after me using the brush all over the face. And just a little bit that's left on the brush and what's left on my hand is still covering. Now the last time I used this foundation, I did not have a primer on with it. It was just the foundation and the skin was gorgeous and it actually lasted really long. So, okay, I'm gonna take a little bit more that's on the back of my head and I'm gonna go under here and really get this area with my hyperpigmentation. Guys, I got an early start today. I think I sat down about 9:30, maybe almost 10 o'clock. You know, I never get in here before the evening. I'm trying to be better. So I don't know if you guys remember me telling y'all I broke out the last time that I used the Patrick Ta, and I wasn't sure if it was the eyeshadow or the foundation. So I still have all of these bumps, like they're new from the day that I did my makeup with the Patrick Ta, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I don't know, because it's in the areas that, because if you look all around here in my brows, it's like in the spots that the eyeshadow would be. Now I really want to like this eyeshadow, so I'm gonna test that shadow out again without using a foundation and see what happens. So this color to me, I think is perfect. I think it blends out gorgeously. It looks so seamless. Like it looks like my skin. If you look at my neck and everything, it looks like my skin. I'm excited. So these are what our shades are still looking like. That is the first one that I had, which was 37. It's definitely too dark. Then we have 35 over here. Nope, then we have 36 over here, which is the one I have on. And 30, what is this? 37, 36, 35. Yeah. They both actually look really good, but I feel like this one is less warm. So yeah, I like that. So I think that we're looking good so far. So now let's try this e.l.f. Soft Glam Concealer. Creamy, lightweight feel. Tan Cool, shade 44. I don't know why they came out with the foundation last year. For them to come out with this concealer over a year later, it says, conceal dark circles, redness, and spots with just right medium buildable coverage, a dreamy satin finish, infused with 1% hydrating hibiscus complex, hyaluronic acid, and amino acid pigments. The creamy, lightweight formula glides on with a Luxe as if feel. I really wish I had two shades. This retails for $5. Can you believe it? A concealer for $5. This is the shade Tan Cool. It's a small component. It has 0.21 ounces. Okay, so this is the Soft Glam Satin Concealer. It got 3.4 stars on Sephora's website. It has 36 shades. Cruelty-free vegan, lightweight hydrating concealer that brightens dark circles, conceals redness and blurs spots with medium buildable coverage, and a creamy satin finish that glides on with a luxe feel. Lightweight, creamy concealer delivers a medium buildable coverage and satin finish. So this is a cute little doe foot applicator. Now I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or if the tip of it is missing. I don't know. Features a plush, flexible precision tip wand for precise application. I've never seen a doe foot applicator come out without anything on the tip. So it's like a weird kind of slanted doe foot applicator, if you could see that. It kind of curves. It's supposed to be non-commodogenic and fragrance free. Oh, it's very creamy. It has like a moussey feel to it. And it looks like the color is going to be bright enough where it's still like a little sticky and it's still coming off my fingers. So it's not dry yet. I'm just going to do up here. I like the little wand. It definitely has like a very faint, non-fragrant smell, which I love. This is Tan 44. I love that. If this gives me some good coverage, I'm definitely going to go out and get another shade. So let's see. This is, of course, the BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy A506 brush. You see how that blends out effortlessly? Like, it didn't even take many taps for it to blend out. Okay, I like that. That's really nice. Now, what do you guys think about the skin? Did the shade oxidize? Is it my perfect shade? Did it blend out beautifully? And is it still the same? Because it looks good on the back of my hand. Like, it blends out really, really nicely. Look, I'm talking about the color. This one is definitely warmer. This one is super warm. And this one has like a little bit of warmth in it, but I don't know. The formula is great. So even if I couldn't find something closer than what I prefer, it was so good, and it's such an affordable foundation at $16. It's long lasting. I'm gonna try to keep this makeup on all day so we could do a wear test once we have completed it, just so we can see how long wearing it is. Okay, let's try this. That blended out really, really nicely, guys. Like, beautifully. And the coverage was nice. Now this is a little dry, and I'm only saying that because I let it sit and it's drying down a little bit. It's supposed to have a satin finish. I'm gonna put a little bit more on just to see how it builds. Yeah, I really thought I had picked up 2 shades. When the order came, I was like, where's my other shade? But I never put it in the cart, so that was my mistake. Okay, great. So I like the way that looks. It gives a nice brightness to the under eye, and so far it's looking pretty smooth. Now the foundation is still tacky, so I don't necessarily know that it is gonna be transfer proof because it's still coming off. Let me see. Like, it's not drying down. It's like it has to be set. So I don't know if you can see that. It's not a lot coming off. I mean, you don't see any fingerprints from where I tapped the face, so maybe that is a good sign. Maybe it is kind of waterproof. Okay. Now, to me, the cheeks don't look as good as they did when I didn't have a primer on. I'm gonna set the under eye. And we're gonna use this powder that I've been loving, which is the NYX Wonder Snatch powder. I have the shade Sassy Spice and Cocoa Craze. Really good powders. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to put some bronzer on my face. So this bronzer right here, the L'Oreal Lumi Bronze shade 140. I tried this again. I don't like it. It doesn't work for me. It's not dark enough for my complexion. Like, if I run this across here, those are the 3 shades. You don't see it. It gives a beautiful glow to the skin, right? So if you're looking for something that is gonna give you some highlight or glow to the skin, then this might be perfect for you. But to me, I don't feel like it's giving me what I need. So do I think it's worth the money? No. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I have this right here, the L'Oreal Late Glow Tint in shade 410. This is supposed to be the, I'm not gonna say equivalent, but the same kind of glow. So they have a glowy serum that you can mix into your foundation to make this. And then this is like the glowy serum and your cream bronzer mixed together. If you have this, you don't need this. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. But I'm not gonna use this today. I'm gonna use a different bronzer because I have an actual bronzer. What L'Oreal needs to do is come out with some darker shades, because these shades that they have, this is the darkest one, and it's not dark enough. I mean, like, it does give a little something, but it's not giving enough, in my opinion. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's not giving enough. I'm gonna use the Revolution Mocha Silk Bronzer Stick to bronze our face with. So far, I'm really liking the brightness under the eye. We're gonna use this. It's a shade Mocha. This is more of a contour than a bronzer. It's a very cool tone product, but it's giving me what I like. It's very dark, but it's gonna blend out nicely. So see how that blends out? It gives a nice amount of definition. When you're a person that has oily skin like I do, you want glow, but you don't want every product to glow. You want to kind of balance out what you have going on. But this gives me the amount of definition that I need. It's more of a contour because it is definitely cool tone. So you could actually mix this and the Lumi Matte together and come out with probably something really beautiful. But yeah, I like that. That looks good. I'm gonna take a little bit of this concealer and just go back over it. So we're gonna go into one of these blushes that we have. I have the purple, the pink. I don't think we used the pink, so we're gonna use this today. I think we did. Maybe we, no, I don't think we did. So we're gonna use this today because it is definitely, okay, it's definitely taking a little bit of our foundation off, but that's all right. We're just gonna build this out. The shade is gorgeous. Do you see that? It has a nice amount of luminosity. I can see that on the cheek. This shade is Bubblegum Pop. So pretty, so complimentary to the eyes. It's like a glow from within. You definitely see the luminosity of the blush, and you definitely see the shade of the blush. It's not super pigmented though. It's a nice dry cream. Like, it's not emollient. It's more dry, and it reminds me of the smell of a crayon a little bit. Just like a little bit like a crayon. Very pretty. So we got our bronzer, we have our blush, we have our concealer, and we're gonna set our under eyes now. I really do like the way the concealer is showing up. I'm gonna pick up some other shades of this because I'm really enjoying this. One, the Snatch powder. It comes in 8 shades. It's skincare infused. I think it has like peptides and all of that. So we're just gonna take this and make sure it's even on our puff. Now I think that the eyes look a little crepey under the eyes once I added the powder. Just a little crepey, but that just could be texture under my eye because it definitely looks a little crepey. Okay, so that's what our skin looks like so far, setting the under eyes. This powder, I could definitely get a lighter shade because it doesn't give any brightness to the skin. So I definitely need something a little bit brighter, but I do like the powder. So far so good. Let's use the darker one to do the rest of the face. This is a pretty chocolatey shade. That's what it looks like. I'm just gonna go under here and get under my chin. We're gonna tap it out over the bronzer and up here on the forehead. That's just where I like to put my powder. I'm gonna take this powder from Physician's Assistant. This is like one of my most affordable powders. This gives me enough coverage just to blend out everything. This is a bronzer from Physician's Assistant. I bought it as a face powder, but it wasn't dark enough. It does do what I need it to do as far as bring the face to uniformity. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this breakout in here. I don't necessarily think it's the foundation because the rest of the face will be broken out. I think it is the eyeshadows. I hope not. I gotta wait for it to clear up before I try anything else. Okay, so I didn't put nothing on my lips. I'm gonna take a little bit of this Revolution Juicy Peptide Lip Balm and put that on my lips because my lips are feeling dry. So far, guys, I think the makeup is actually looking pretty good. It smells like coconut and it's a very thin, it's like an oil. It doesn't even feel like a balm. It's a very thin balm. This is called Clear Ice. Yeah, let me do the under eyes first. I like these cream gel liners from ColourPop. They're actually like multi-chrome liners, but I'm gonna put it on anyway because I actually like the way they look on the waterline. And it's not a bright shade at all. I like that, but I think I'm gonna add this one in. This is Lullaby from LA Girl. I'm gonna put this one in this area. Okay, so I'm gonna take this little brush from Sigma, the Sigma E25, and I'm gonna do the lower lash line. So I'm gonna take these 2 shades and I'm gonna take this, and this, and see if it makes a difference. So this, and this. Okay, so that gives us a nice smokiness. Let's spray our face. I'm gonna use my favorite setting spray. I always talk about this setting spray. I bought 5 backups, but I love it. Revolution Super Fix Super Hold Misting Spray Ultra Matte Finish with Aloe and Vitamin E. So we're gonna spray with this. So one of the things that I love about this setting spray is that it is a more wet formula. You could feel it going on. It lasts all day. It gives a beautiful finish to the skin. And you really don't need to spray twice. Now, if I'm going out in the summertime, then I will spray twice. Sometimes I like to use the Morphe spray with it just to give it a nice lifelike look. The next thing we're going to try is the Milani bronzer. This is new. These are the Milani Baked Bronzers. It comes in 4 shades. I have 2 of them. I have shades 3 and 4. I don't necessarily think that shade 3 is going to work for me, but I'm going to test it out so you guys can see. I think 4, if anything, is going to be what shows up on my face. These are supposedly, these create warmth for up to 12 hours. It's an ultra fine powder, slow baked on an Italian terracotta tile for a smooth, silky finish. Now, I don't know what the terracotta tiles do, but clearly it's a big deal. So we're going to take this one. This is shade number 3, and we're going to try this one. Shade number 3, Copper Capri. Let's see if it does anything. If it shows up. If it shows up anywhere. Do we see it? I don't necessarily know that I see it. I feel like I see, because when you look at this side, I feel like I see this line right here. I'm just gonna build it up a little bit more. I guess it's doing something. I guess it is doing something. Should we try the other bronzer on the other side of the face? This is number 4. This is Sicilian Sunset. They both are very smooth. I'm going to swatch it and show you. I'm gonna swatch them side by side and show you what they look like. I don't know. I think I do see a little more depth on this side of the cheek. I didn't think that both shades were gonna do something. I guess they both probably do the same thing. Let me swatch them and show you the difference in the shade. It's so funny because these shades are still on. So wow. And look, I'm rubbing it. So maybe they are kind of transfer proof. Because this has a little bit of, like, it's a makeup wipe, so it has a little bit of whatever on it. Okay, so let's see. This one is shade 04. Can you see 04? And then we have shade 03. And this is on top of the foundations that we're using. So it's definitely, so this one is definitely warmer, but you can actually see both of them. I'm surprised. All right, I'm just gonna even out the cheeks and we're gonna continue because I guess they both do something. I think I'm gonna stick with shade number 3 today, and I'm gonna put that on the rest of the face to see if we can see it. But this makeup looks a little dark, and I think it has to do with our highlighter. Now, the formula is like a drier powder, if that makes sense, right? Because I know that they're saying it's, you know, cooked on the towel and all of that kind of stuff, or baked on the towel. I don't know what that does necessarily, but I just know that it gives a nice color to the skin. I will say that. It definitely gives a nice color to the skin. That it does. These retail for $12.99. These are Milani's new Bake bronzers. They never had these before. They never had a bronzer that was deep enough for me to wear. So finally. Yeah, finally. That's what the 2 shades look like. This one looks like a dead looking shade. It doesn't have any dimension to it. This one has more dimension to it. So I think if I had to pick one, I would like this one better. But I don't know which one really is showing up until I edit back. Because I can't see with this light. Like, I see it on the face, but it's not making me feel like it's doing something, if that makes sense. I'm gonna go back into this lighter shade. I just want to put a little brightness on the face. Okay, so I'm gonna take this bronzer now and bronze my nose. So you know that's when I can usually tell if something is working. This is shade number 3 again. Let's go here on the nose. I think I could see it on my nose. I don't even understand why my phone is ringing like this today. It never rings like this until I start filming. Okay, so I think that I see it. And it's weird because our skin has such a glow. Now I think that the glow is coming from the e.l.f. Thirst Burst drops, because I remember when I tried this the last time, it didn't have this kind of glow. Like, the skin just has a really nice glow to it. I don't know if it's the setting spray or what, but it looks really, really glowy, and I like that. I definitely see the bronzer. I feel like I need more brightness under the eyes, and I didn't bring my powders that I love wearing. They are in the car because I went away for the weekend and I did not bring my bag inside. Both of them are in the car. I was looking for my e.l.f. powders. So guys, what I'm gonna tell you is, if you look at my hand, I've been wiping it with this, and you do still see 37, 35, 36, 36, and 35. They're actually still on there, so I guess they are transfer proof because it's not moving. This is shade Luminoso, which we're not going to use, but I want to swatch it for you because it's a peachy shade. We want to use Dulce Pink because our makeup is pink. Now, for some reason, this makeup is looking really dark to me. I think it has oxidized. I'm not sure. You know what I feel like? I feel like trying on the Huda Beauty powder. I feel like this would be the time that if it was going to brighten my under eyes, that it would. Okay, so I only bought 2 shades of the blush. So let me swatch it. I thought I bought 3, but I only bought 2. So this is Luminoso, which is a gorgeous peachy shade. I'm going to swatch it right here. Now this is very ashy. I don't know that I'm going to like this. And I think I had it before and I didn't really like it. I have to see it on the face, but that's what that shade looks like. Then we have this one, Dulce Pink. Okay, Now that's gorgeous, and it's not super pigmented. Let's try Dulce Pink and see what it does. But I definitely feel like I need that Huda Beauty powder on. So this is a nice shade. It definitely has a lot of luminosity in it. It's so much luminosity that it looks like a highlighter, but it's a gorgeous pink shade. It is very complimentary to what we have on our eyes. That is really gorgeous. So these blushes, if I'm not mistaken, are supposed to be talc free and blurring. I think it's nice. So this blush comes in 8 shades. It's baked on Italian terracotta tile to create an ultra fine silky smooth powder. They deliver a radiant weightless color for up to 12 hours. Definitely radiant. It says this unique baking process starts as a creamy dough and transforms into an ultra fine powder. Now I definitely think that the blushes are luminous. They are very smooth. They don't feel like anything on the skin, and they do build up. I feel like we have more than enough blush on. Supposedly they last up to 12 hours. They're infused with grape leaf extract and vitamin E rich olive fruit oil. 100% people agree it instantly lights up the skin and gives dimension. I mean, I think it did something. It's not my favorite blush because I'm not into luminous blushes like this. I think the skin looks really gorgeous, but I'm not into blushes that have so much highlighter in them. And I love highlighter, but I like to add my own highlighter. I'm gonna keep testing these. I definitely don't think that I'm gonna like the Luminoso shade. I guess we can add that on because we have peach on our eyes as well. It doesn't say anything about it being blurring. It's made in Italy, which is nice. I'm gonna put a little bit of the Luminoso on my face as well, just so you guys can see. You know, I always like to mix my blushes. They're very powdery, so I'll put the Luminoso here. And to me, like, I don't need another highlighter because this is super highlighty. So that is what the Luminoso looks like mixed with the Dulce Pink. I really didn't want to open a second powder because I am not super impressed with the first shade, but I want to see if it does anything as far as brightening the under eyes. So this is the shade Conifer Blondie. Now these are the 2 shades that I use. So this one is Conifer, this one is Conifer, and Blondie is on his desk. I pulled it out the other day to show you guys. So we're gonna take this. The powder is so silky. It really is very silky. I don't know about the coverage, what it does under the eyes. And I know that this is not affordable. This is the only product that we are using that's not affordable. But this is what we have right now. And I just want to see if it does anything. Does it smooth out the skin? Like, I mean, it definitely gave a nice brightness to the under eye. If you see the difference, it's definitely given a nice brightness and smoothness to the under eyes. This powder is $40, guys, and it does not have a applicator. It didn't come with a sponge. Not that I use the sponge, but they charging $20 for a sponge, for a puff. And I was like, they gotta be out of their mind. So I feel like it gave a nice brightness to the under eye. I don't feel like it's enough for me. I definitely can tell that I like, and this is just me, because I like the brightness that I get from Fenty Beauty, but I also like the smoothness that Fenty Beauty gives to the skin, and this doesn't give that same smoothness. It does look nice, but it just doesn't give that same smoothness that I get from my Fenty powders. Now maybe once I'm editing back and when I do my update video, I'll be saying something different, but right now, this is how I feel. I felt the same way about the other powder, the Cinnamon Bun. I like her loose powders. I don't love her loose powders, and I don't feel like this is given. Like, it's not, it does something. What it's doing, I'm not completely sure yet, but it does do something. Okay, so I'm back. We have our lashes on. We're gonna do a lip now. So far the skin is looking good, even without our powder that I really want to go to the car and get. I feel like the skin looks really, really good. So I have the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lipstick Oil. I have Love Slick and Truffle Maker. Let me see what the shades look like, and then I'm gonna determine what I want to do with my lip. I really like the skin, guys. I think it looks nice. I think the eyelashes, it always does it for me. Like, it always gives me that extra bit of oomph that I need. So I'm liking it right now. I think everything looks pretty beautiful. This is the cute little component that this comes in. I want to say it comes in 12 shades, 10 shades. I think it's 10 shades. So I just want to see how much pigment it has before I put anything else on my lips. So these are very soft. Definitely like a balm. It feels nice. So that's what that shade looks like. We're going to try the other shade and then I'm going to do a lip. Because I think that it has like a little tingle, like a slight tingle. It does give a hint of pink to the lips. So if you don't want to put like a lipstick on or anything, you can just put that on. It'll give like a little bit of color with a no makeup look. Okay, so this one is more of like a berry shade. It feels nice on the lips. Definitely a darker look than the other shade. You do see the color on them. It's very comfortable. I don't know if it's going to wind up all over your face, but you know, like, you know how sometimes some of these products are so emollient that it winds up being all over everywhere. So it feels really nice though. Definitely a nice balm with a little bit of color to put in your pocketbook and carry these. That's what I would say. So we're gonna do a lip. It does put me in the mind of the, I'm trying to think, what are they called? The YSL lip. I can't think of the name of it. I'm gonna put a picture of it on the screen, the thing I'm talking about. Okay, let's see what this liner does on my lips. This is shade Bubble Bath. I know it's not gonna line my outer lips, but let's see. I need to really test out how long lasting these liners are. I like that. Nicely pigmented. Do you see that? That is very nicely pigmented. And let me see if I can find my favorite liner. So I like this pink. I'm going to put this Trendsetter on from Morphe. This is the old formula. To me, this formula is creamier than the new formula. Go back into Bubble Bath again. I like that. And I'm going to go into this Juvia's Place Chic lipstick. It's like a pinky nude. That's so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna go into these lip glosses that I've been loving. These NYX Jelly Job lip glosses. I can't wait to go to Ulta and get some more shades because they're really good. I'm gonna put this Glow Reviver in the shade Love Slick on. It just gives a nice amount of moisture to the lips. I'm going to put this on. I really love these. I wish I had a clear one. Oh, this will have to do. This is Glow Job. These have a silicone doe foot applicator. It just makes it like so much easier for it to adhere to the lips. It's like it picks up all the pigment and everything. They're just so good. Look at that lip. It looks so milky. Love that. That is so good. Okay, I'm gonna put an inner corner highlight on. I'm gonna take this little brush and I'm gonna go into this shade right here. I just wanna show y'all one other color that I used that I didn't share with you because I did it off camera. Okay, so I did use this shade right here in the brow bone area just to make them a little more pronounced. I do have these lashes on. These are the B19 lashes that I get on Amazon. Okay, I'm back. This is what our final makeup is looking like. This is all of our newly released affordable drugstore makeup that we are trying today. Is it worth your money? I'm gonna tell you my thoughts. I'm gonna go over everything that we use and tell you what my thoughts are, if it's worth your money. Also, I'll be listing everything that I use below in the description box in case you want to shop the links. It really helps the channel. It helps me keep these new makeup products coming. Also, please hype the video if you can. I'll put the links in the comment section as well. I'll tag the links in the comment section as well, just in case you guys want to shop. And let me let you know what's worth your money and what's not. So this is our beautiful look. I did not put any mascara on the lower lashes, if you noticed that. I don't think that the makeup looks undone. I think it looks really pretty. I just didn't feel like putting a lower lash mascara on today. I like the way the look looks just like this. So yeah, I want to talk about this foundation. I'm so glad that I found my perfect shade, which is this number 36 Warm Rich. I think that this is perfect. It's not as red as the other shade. It's more of a neutral. I want to say it has like a hint of a, you see a little bit of red and orange in it, but it's more my skin tone. It definitely covers up hyperpigmentation. It says that it is transfer resistant and fade resistant, We're gonna wear it. Right now it is 1:12. We're gonna wear this at least until 9 o'clock. So yeah, because I'm gonna edit and hopefully I can get this video up for you guys today. That is the plan. The concealer from e.l.f. This little Soft Glam Satin Concealer, I actually thought it was nice. It has like a little bit of creasing in it, but I think it has a lot to do with, I don't know. Okay, so no, I'm gonna say no on this because it does have a lot of creasing under the eyes. Like a lot of creasing. So this is not worth the $5 that it costs. So I would say no on this. And you probably won't see this on the channel again. I do like the shade of it. I don't like the formula of it. I just have concealers that look so much better under my eyes that I don't really like this. Now I may give it another try to see, but right now I'm not really impressed by this. I'm gonna talk about this Huda Beauty powder because I know it's not affordable, but I just want you to know I don't like this powder. I don't like a lot of things about it. First of all, I don't like the price. But if it was worth the price, right? Because the Fenty powders cost $38 and I love them. I have like 6-7 shades of them. But this right here is just not worth the money. It does not smooth out your under eye. It gave a little bit of brightness. I think the formula is too light and I don't like it. So I will be returning this. I'm letting you guys know now. So when I do my update video, you won't see it because I'm taking it back to the store. Okay, so these Milani blushes. This is Luminoso and this is, it's funny because I have the old ones. I pulled out my old ones. So this is Luminoso and this is Luminoso. This is the new packaging and this is the older packaging. The older packaging had a little bit more of a luxe look to it. I just want to show you what it looks like. This is the older formula. Definitely very metallic looking. And then we have this one, which is drier. The older one was more creamy. This one is drier. So the colors are very similar, but not exactly the same, but they are similar. So I just wanted to show you what the old one looked like as opposed to the new one. So this is, yeah, so that's the two. The old Luminoso and the new Luminoso. Are they worth the money? That is the question. So what I will say is they look gorgeous on the cheeks. If you are that person that likes a glowy look, they actually look very beautiful and lifelike on the skin. I didn't think I was gonna like them until I looked in the mirror and I was like, wow, these are actually really, really nice. Now they do enhance the texture on the skin because it has so much like a highlighting, like a glitter, like glitter. It has a lot of glitter and shimmer in it. So it definitely does accentuate the pores, which I don't like that. I like to put a blurring blush on if I can and add my own highlighter that blurs. They do have highlighters that blur the cheeks as well, that sit on top of the skin and don't get into the pores and make them look more pronounced. So this would not be one of my favorite blushes. I would still wear it, but it's not my favorite. I like that it does give that glowy look to the skin. Now maybe with a different primer, it will look good. I think it looks nice, but it's not my favorite. I wouldn't tell you not to get it. It depends on your skin type. If you have oily textured skin like I do, you may want to rethink it, but they're nice. Okay, so I might as well talk about the bronzers. These Bake Milani bronzers. I think that the bronzers are nice. The packaging, it looks like drugstore packaging. Like there's nothing wrong with the packaging. It's not super cheap feeling. It's not the most expensive looking component, but as long as the product is good, to me that's fine. I think that these were actually really nice. I was more impressed than I thought I would be, that I could actually wear both shades. And I think this one is actually, which is number 4, is actually more of a, how do I say it? It doesn't have a lot of dimension in this shade, right? For it to be a bronzer, it's like more monochromatic. And this one has a little more dimension in it. But I like both of them. And I could see me wearing both of them. This one I think is going to show up a lot more on me. This one is going to give me more of a bronzy look. You can mix both of them. I think they're nice. For $12.99, you can't go wrong with it. It does have a nice lifelike look on the skin. And it just really gives a nice amount of dimension. So I would say yes. For now, yes. Of course, I'm going to keep playing with them, but for now, definitely yes. These e.l.f. Lip Reviver Stix. I have 2 shades. I think they're nice. Would I say run out and get them? Not necessarily. If you have some of the Fenty gloss bombs, you don't necessarily need this. If you have some of the Revolution Balm Sticks, you don't necessarily need these. These are nice though to have in your pocketbook. If you like a little hint of color and you like to have the moisture on your lips, then you'll love these. I think they're nice. I wouldn't say like they're the worst product ever, because they're not. They're very comfortable. They got like a little bit of, like a little tingle. Whatever one of the ingredients are in this, it has like a little tingle, but I like them. I think they're nice. I would pick up more shades when they go on sale, which they usually don't, but when Ulta has like a sale, I would definitely pick more up because I like them. I always like to have a nice balm in my bag. I like balms without color and I like balms with color, so yeah. This CoverGirl Skin Enhancer blush, we use the purple shade, but I have so much on my desk right now that, oh okay. So this right here, this one is called Bubblegum Pop. It was actually very pretty. These are not super pigmented. You can build them up, but there's still not a lot of pigment that you're going to get from these. What I do like about them is they are nice and moisturizing on the skin, right? Like that's what I would say. They're very lightly pigmented. They're not sticky on your cheeks. They set down and they're nice. If you like a light amount of blush on your cheeks, if you just like a little hint of color, you will love these. Make sure you set them down with something. I think it's nice on the skin. Would it be something that I would run and pick up for myself? I probably would not, because I like my blush to be there. And I'm not saying that this won't last all day, because you are going to set it with a blush on top, so it will give a nice remnant of the color, but it's not my favorite formula. I think it's nice, but it could be a little bit more pigmented in my opinion. So these powders from NYX, I love these powders. I think they are really nice on the skin. It's more of a colored translucent. It blends in beautiful on the skin. It gives a natural look to the skin. I love the formula of this. I love the formula of the foundation. This is called the Wonder Snatch, and the foundation is called Make 'em Wonder. And it does have a very skin-like look about it, and that's what I like about it more than anything. It just looks like you have a nice glowy look. Like you just have good skin with a little bit of makeup on. That's what it looks like. I love it. Of course, I have on my wrap lash from Revolution. I put this on before I put my lashes on. I didn't put it on my lower lashes, but I do like this. And I used the Wet n Wild Impossible primer. It was nice, but I think I like this foundation better without the primer. It just was more smooth on the skin to me. Sometimes the formulas are just that good that you don't need a primer. So yeah, I want to say that's everything that I use, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this makeup. What do you think? Would you use any of these products? Are you going to run out and pick up some of these Milani blushes? The Juvia's Place lipsticks, I love them. I'm definitely going to list that. I'm going to list the Morphe lip liner in the shade Bubble Bath. I think that's what it was called. It's a wonderful shade of pink. It is very pigmented. Of course, I like the, yeah, it's called Bubble Bath. I love the old formula better, but I actually like the new formula for the fact that they're very pigmented. Even the lighter shades show up. I love you, my precious jewels. Thank you so much for watching. Please hype the video if you can. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you've never been to the channel before, and I'll see you in another video. I'm going to link another video on the screen so that you guys can continue watching. Love you, my precious jewels. Let me know what you think about this makeup. And you know this is my favorite hair. This hair never disappoints. And I can always film with it because I can just put it on and it does what it needs to do. So this is so good. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so it is, it's 9:29. And this is what my makeup is looking like. My nose is very, very oily today. That's not normal, but I didn't put my favorite powders on today, so I don't know what is going on. I mean, the makeup looks good for the most part. It has a very glowy kind of look to it. I think it has a lot to do with these blushes, even though the blushes are, they're like a little tacky, but they're not coming off. But I do see like a little bit on my fingers. The foundation is looking good though. It hasn't moved. The skin feels like a little bit tacky. I don't know why. But I definitely didn't put the I definitely didn't put the powders on that I normally do. The skin looks very natural. So this is what we are looking like at 9:29. And I'm not ready to take it off yet because I'm still down here trying to edit. I was having an issue with my computer. Long story short, I'm still down here working. So that is everything that I wanted to say for now. And I will see you at the end of the video. Okay. Okay, so it is 12 o'clock and I wanted to show you what my face is looking like. My nose is super shiny today. That hasn't happened to me in a very long time. So this foundation is definitely not oil controlling. I didn't put a lot of powder on, but around my mouth is very, very oily. So I don't know if I didn't set it down with the powder, you know, with the loose powder. Because my setting spray usually lasts all day. So I don't know what's going on. And also the Huda Beauty, well, I'm sitting here because I'm still editing. I'm going to have the video up tomorrow. It doesn't have enough coverage, right? Because even though I have the loose powder under my eyes and I use the Huda Beauty powder to set with, when I'm editing back, I still see the eye divots under my eyes. Like, there's not enough coverage for me. This was a very out the door, everyday glam. It's not my kind of makeup. It did look pretty, but I have to find a way to control the oil because I have super oily skin. And clearly that primer that I thought worked well for me back in the days, it didn't today. So this is what the face is looking like after 10.5 hours of wear, which I guess it still looks good. But could you imagine if I was out and about moving around? I don't even think it would look this good. I was editing most of the day. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. And yeah, that's it. I'm about to take this off and I'm going to bed. But I wanted to show you what it looks like at the end of the night. So up here is still good. Here is like a little bit dewy. If you could see, I have like a little bit of oil production there. You can see it on my fingers. So it's definitely, I wouldn't say that it's not transfer resistant because I think the actual foundation is once it sets down on the skin. But everything else just did not hold up well today for whatever reason. Maybe I didn't put enough powder on. So that's it, guys. I love you, my precious jewels. I can't wait to hear your thoughts down in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video and I'll chat with you down below. Okay.